What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with RK Outpost and GeeksGamers.com, and the Baltimore Ravens cannot catch a break when it comes to injuries. And what we have today is just the latest of some terrible, devastating injuries that they've had in the past couple of weeks. You can see the headline, Ravens end practice early after ACL injuries to Marcus Peters, Gus Edwards. And we're sitting here just hours before the official start of the season with Bucks and Cowboys, that game that a lot of people are going to be tuning in for. We just did our fantasy football draft here on Sports Wars yesterday. So with all these injuries, now that we're actually into the season, it will have big fantasy implications, just like this one does. But you see Marcus Peters going out for that defense and Gus Edwards. And the reason that this is so crazy is because of all the problems that the Ravens have been having in the backfield. Bleacher Report says the same thing. Ravens fear Marcus Peters and Gus Edwards have torn ACLs. Both players will have tests to confirm. And then Ian Rappaport says the craziest part about this entire situation. The Ravens cut short practice today after cornerback Marcus Peters and running back Gus Edwards sustained potentially significant knee injuries on back-to-back plays. Per me and Mike Garofalo, the team is having tests done on both players. And like I said, the past few weeks have just been devastating for the Ravens. Because when you're looking at a fantasy perspective, as obviously a lot of us are going to, J.K. Dobbins was set to have a big season for them, to get the bulk of that workload. And you see on August 28th, J.K. Dobbins, even though he barely got any touches in the preseason, tears his ACL, goes down. The assumption is that now Gus Edwards, along with Justice Hill, will kind of pick up for that slack. Well, then Justice Hill, boom, blows out his Achilles. Now Gus Edwards goes down with an ACL. So now you probably got Tyson Williams, I guess, is going to get the bulk of the carries. They have also signed Le'Veon Bell. It looks like they're also going to sign Devontae Freeman. But just devastating news for the Ravens, for that team. Obviously, the big fantasy implications that we're talking about. You'd have to imagine this just puts even more on the plate of Lamar Jackson. So from a fantasy perspective, maybe that is a big deal. But rough time to be in the Ravens backfield right now. These things happen, but at one point you got to question what's going on there. Like, what is going on with this turf? Like, what is going on with the Ravens? They're having these catastrophic knee injuries, leg injuries, back to back to back to back. But, sometimes it's just bad luck, and that's the way it rolls sometimes in sports. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.